Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Inner Empress and you're here at Inner Empress Readings. So before I jump into the reading, I do want to take a quick moment to welcome anyone new to the channel, as well as to welcome back everyone who has been a part of my YouTube journey. Thank you so much. It is an honor to be here and to read for you. So I also want to thank everyone who has shown the channel and myself so much support, be that in the love and light that you send me, the comments that you leave, the donations to the channel. Thank you so much, as well as for the oracle and tarot decks that have been sent my way from my Amazon wish list. I thank you so much for that, and it always fills me with a sense of joy to be able to, use that back in the videos and use that for someone else to help share enlightenment, to help share love and some type of clarity, empowerment. Also, I did recently add my P.O box. You can find that below in the description box. And I really just want to say thank you so much to those of you who have sent just different items of crystals or even letters. I have gotten some beautiful letters of people just expressing how the readings have helped them. And I just want you to know that I really do appreciate it. I am a regular person. I do this because I love to do it. I love connecting with you all. And so just knowing that my channel is giving some type of love and light, that really does mean a lot to me. Now, in the spirit of paying it forward, I do want to give a shout out to Sarah Sparkles Nails. I recently purchased some nails from her, and I'm very big on showing support on my channel, but also I love showing support to small businesses. And so Sarah has a shop on Etsy where I purchased this set of nails from. And what I love about her shop is that she hand paints all her nails, and she has such a variety, different lengths, different shapes. I love it. So Sarah, thank you so much. I am so excited to be able to showcase these nails in my reading, and I'm sending lots of love and light your way. Lastly, before we jump into our reading, I do want to point out something. Recently, I've been trying to channel my spirituality into different art forms. That way I don't feel overwhelmed. And so I've gotten into decorating these little boxes, and I call them intention boxes. I will be selling these in my Etsy shop, so if you're interested in purchasing one, you can absolutely do so. I also am going to give the option to be able to order your own customized intention box, whether you want it for yourself or as a gift for someone else. And so the whole point behind these boxes are they're set with certain intentions to help you on your journey. Now, this particular box is an abundance prosperity box. So on the inside, I painted, may you prosper always. And so I also include in the box this little bag that has a candle. It has a stick of, I apologize if I pronounced this incorrectly, Palo Santo. And there's a little charm bracelet, like all the different elements that are associated with abundance and prosperity, I put into this box. Now, I do have a few other ones. For instance, here's one that I haven't quite finished yet. It's very fresh. And so right now I'm wood burning it, and then I'll move into the process of painting it and then putting things within it. Here's another one that I've recently decorated, and I also will put things inside. But these boxes, as I said, are pretty much to help with manifesting a certain intention that you may have. And so this one was set up kind of like a piggy bank, so you can drop money into it if you want to. But they won't always be the same. I want to keep them one of a kind. Some may be similar, so I may make more that have this very delicate, feminine type of look to it, and others that, might have more of a darker look or whatever the case is. But this is something that I've been working on, and I will be including this in the Etsy shop for anyone who is interested. Now, without further ado, we are going to jump into our reading. All right, so give yourself a moment. You can pause the video if you need to. This is box 1, 2, and 3. And when you're ready, you'll find the timestamp in the description box below. All right, so for those of you who chose this particular box, box number 1, let's find out what blessings are coming your way. So once again, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you see it is when it's right for you. So we have a channeled message, and we have manifestation, abundance, and dreams. Do you think we didn't hear you when you whispered out your dreams? When you prayed for a way to maximize your means? We listened to your heart and we gathered all your hopes. We planted them like seeds and watched them as they grow. Water them with faith, with love, and with care, and trust we will deliver when the time has come to share. That is beautiful. So it's very interesting because when I was channeling this message for you, this is the only one that decided to rhyme. I just felt like all types of Dr. Seuss. But the message that is coming through, and is so appropriate in regards to this prosperity box, the universe wants you to know that blessings of manifestation and abundance are coming to you. So the things that you have been hoping for, wishing for, praying for, they want you to know that they heard you. They have heard you, and they have been gathering up your hopes, your wishes, and dreams, and that when it is right, they're going to start handing them off to you. So think of it like a garden. Think of it very much so like mentioned that you have planted seeds, and that as these things are coming to fruition, as they are blossoming and are ripening, that the universe is going to start giving them to you. I'm hearing something about, there was something about like now. So some of you, I feel like, have actually been receiving some of those blessings, and I feel like you need to, I'm hearing counting, so some of you may need to count the blessings. Some of your blessings are actually trickling in and leading up to something bigger. So don't be discouraged if you feel like something huge hasn't happened for you yet. The universe wants you to be gracious, to be appreciative of what's coming through right now. All right, so also, for anyone interested, I am putting the different tarot decks and oracle decks that I use in the description box, so you can look them up if you want to, if you like them yourself, wanted to purchase them. I know I've been asked that in the past, so that's something I definitely have made sure to do now. All right, but let us look into your past, present, and future energy. I want to know more about these blessings. So for the past, wow, we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Tower. So the energy that is coming through here, for some of you, now this is a very 50-50 energy. First off, with the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's hard, it's bad. Pretty much when the wheel turns, something new is coming into your life. So if you were on top of that wheel when it was turning, you end up at the bottom. If you were on the bottom, you end up on the top. So it's showing me that someone's luck has changed. Now, clarified with the Tower, these are both major arcana. This is both major energy. And the Tower is when some type of foundation crumbles. So this is not necessarily a terrible thing though, even though it can be perceived as a hardship. Pretty much anything that was false, anything that was laid out on a shaky foundation that would not stand the test of time, the universe struck it. It made it crumble so that way you could start over. So for a lot of you who chose this pile, your past energy, you were coming out of something very shocking. Some of you could have lost your job. Some of you could have ended up in some type of debt, or, you know, a relationship really left you with nothing. Like there is a sense of your world got turned upside down and it was very shocking, but I'm also hearing eye-opening. So for some of you, it was a turning point in your life when you really realized that something had to give, something had to change. Now, for some of you, that, like I said, it's a 50-50. So depending on where you were in the past, where you were on that wheel, if you were at the top when this struck, you found yourself at the bottom. You found yourself going through hardship. For others of you, you may have been at the bottom. You may have been struggling, and all of a sudden something came out of the blue. Could have been an inheritance or something like that. And I'm hearing something about found. For someone specific, I don't know if you found something like a family heirloom or something of value. You found something that, they're showing me an attic right now For someone specific, they're showing me something with an attic, and I feel like you found something in the attic. I don't know if it pertained to your family or if it was left in the house before you got there, but for some reason they're showing me someone found something that was of value. But either way, if you were at the bottom when this wheel turned, then you came across something that helped you to get that wheel spinning and to put you into better times. So as I said, the energy is very 50-50. It's just showing me that whoever chose this pile, that your luck really shifted. Now, in regards to the present energy, we have Death and we have Eight of Pentacles. Now, I need to go back because they're hitting me in regards to what I was saying with an inheritance. For some of you, there was a passing, a literal passing. I don't know if this is a family member or something of that nature, but I am seeing that in the present, you are currently possibly going through inheritance or something with the estate, trying to sort something out is what's coming through to me. Some of you have actually inherited some type of money or a business. I'm hearing something with promotion. So some of you have inherited a position in some type of company or something of that nature. And they're showing me that there are big endings that are happening in your life presently. So whether you are the person I'm speaking to who has recently dealt with a loss, and first off, I would like to send love and light to you. My condolences to you and your family, your loved ones. But if you are not someone who has experienced a loved one passing forward, I am seeing that with this death, there is something that has ended. Now, I do want to point out with what I'm saying that I'm very focused on this little child back here, and also very focused on this woman who looks like her spirit is just emerging. Some of you have actually broken some type of like a traumatic loop is what's coming to me. So something that held you back from when you were a child, and you have actually been working towards getting yourself out of that and stabilizing your life in the present. And I am seeing that come through. For someone very specific, I feel like something with a spiritual gift of yours. I don't know if you tend to be a medium, but there's something with like spirit guides or spirits around you that's coming through. However, I see this in a positive sense because I feel like you have been getting guidance recently, possibly in regards to your life path or career. And I feel like they have been leading you actually to prosperity. For someone specific in this pile, something with painting is coming through. I just heard poetry. I'm also staring at these candles. I don't know if someone has recently gotten into candle making. I just heard gift. I don't know if someone recently was gifted some type of candles. And I'm also staring at these pentacles that are strung up on chains. They remind me almost like wind chimes in a sense. I'm hearing protection. They're telling me something about someone in this pile recently has been decorating their house. I don't know if you've been decorating it with pentacles specifically, but there's some type of charm they're saying that you've been putting around your house for protection. And I'm getting kind of like, I'm getting like a positive affirmation vibe. So they're saying like you've been doing the right thing. Something here in this card is talking to me about moving. I feel like some of you in this pile presently, you are either settling into a place you just moved into, or some of you have actually packed up and are actually about to move. So there's some type of movement that is like coming through to me. Could be for work, could be for family or something of that nature. But I feel like there is some type of shift that's happening movement-wise of where you're living. For someone specific, I'm hearing something about your dreams, and I'm hearing something about pay attention. I feel like your dreams, I'm also hearing repeating. So some of you are having like a repeating dream that it's starting over and over in the same way, but it's shifting like towards the middle and end. And they're saying to pay attention to your dreams because you are actually receiving guidance. For some of you, it's about specific people in your life, whether it is an urging to connect with these people or to kind of be wary of someone. For others of you, it's literally something with, I don't want to say just like money, but how to like further advance your life. Like I feel like there's some type of problem solving that's coming through in these dreams, and they really want you to pay attention. Also, I'm hearing something about patterns. So they're really trying to get you to like recognize some type of patterns in your life, so that as you overcome them or as you further utilize them, you can bring more abundance and prosperity. Interestingly enough, in this death card, I'm drawn to this like skull pile that this reaper is sitting on, and I'm also staring at this tree in the background, and they're talking to me about something like literal landmarks, literal location. This pile of skulls, for some reason I'm hearing mountain, so I don't know if there is some type of mountain for someone specific that I'm speaking to that is named after death or named after skulls or something like that, skeletons, but I feel like that might be relevant for someone that's coming through to me. Also with this tree back here, I don't know why that's standing out. I'm not sure who that is like relevant for. But they're saying something about like a landmark. I just heard Joshua. So like Joshua tree. For someone very specific, I see something here about you possibly have had to take on some type of responsibility, whether that is that you have recently adopted a child or children, or started to become heavily involved in someone else's life. And I feel like it might be because the passing of their family member. I'm getting like a mother sense, but there's an energy here of someone having to kind of take on a responsibility of like a younger person. Could be like just younger than you, could even be a child, but that's what's coming through to me. Also, something is hitting me with someone in this pile who possibly feels like you have a gift of sensing death, or perhaps you felt like you, something like with the end. So it's either the ending, like the death of certain situations, or a literal passing of others. But I feel like someone has been getting like some type of clues or senses that have just been tapping at them in a sense and letting them know. And even with me saying tapping, they're showing me a window. I don't know if some of you have been like hearing literal tapping at your window, but something with being able to sense the ending of something is what's coming through to me. But this is all positive energy, so I don't want anyone to feel like afraid of anything that I'm saying right now. This being present energy, this is all positive. It's showing me that whatever was taking place in the past, whatever this shocking, change was, that you are coming out of that cycle, that time is ending, and that you are moving into an energy of prosperity, which is so relevant, which is so appropriate, because this is particularly the child. I didn't even mean to say child. I wanted to say pile. Once again, for somebody, I'm going back to child, and I was about to say child that you chose. So something like that was coming through. They're also talking to me about someone who has possibly have had a hard time conceiving. Something with like trying many times. Something with that is coming through. And I feel like for someone specific, that perhaps you have been trying some type of alternative. They're speaking to me of like different alternatives that you have been looking into. I'm also hearing something about not ready. So this is for someone very specific, and it's going back to that child energy where perhaps someone specific that I'm speaking to, I'm picking up of an energy of abortion. And there's no judgment here on my channel. I'm just saying what I'm seeing, but an energy is coming through that someone may not have been ready, may not have felt as though it was the right time in their career, or that this might have disrupted some type of pathway that this individual had planned for their life, and so they took a different route. They chose not to move forward with that. I am seeing a very carefree energy. I feel like the universe is speaking to you of focusing on the choice and decision that you have made. So something like that is coming through. Now moving into future energy, we have the Chariot and we have the Ace of Wands. I think first of all, it's beautiful that each category that has popped up for you, past, present, and future, you have had a major arcana. So this is major energy and life influence that is hitting you. So in regards to your future manifestation, dreams, and abundance, the Chariot is a signal of go. It's like a green light, and it's showing that even though you don't know where you're being led, even though things seem a little foggy, a little strange, a little unfamiliar, that as long as you stay focused and you keep faith and keep moving forward, you will reach your destination. So this is a very determined, beautiful energy. I'm also looking at these black birds. I cannot tell if they're crows or ravens, but I just heard sparrow. I don't know if sparrows are black, but I just heard sparrow for someone specifically. I just also heard name. I don't know if that name sparrow means something to someone, but the energy that's coming through here is that you are guided, you are protected, that the universe just wants you to focus on that inner sense of self, inner sense of knowing and compass, and to know that you are being led forward. Now, also clarified with Ace of Swords, this is like the light bulb moment. This is when sudden inspiration hit you, when sudden news or some type of important documentation you are waiting on comes to you, contracts, agreements. So there is some sense of, as you move forward, you're going to be given some type of divine inspiration. You're going to be given some type of piece of the puzzle that's going to help you in regards to manifesting, in regards to, I'm also hearing something about understanding why. So they're going to help you to understand why certain things took place in the past, and also like kind of like stepping stones of where it led you to and how to move forward. So this is a really beautiful energy. So where you are currently, what you're working on is going to lead you to, like I said, this light bulb moment, to this guidance, this inspiration, to this insight that is going to be like a key that's going to unlock the next step of your journey. All right, that's really nice. Okay, so now I want to know, how can you accept and welcome this blessing? So this is a new deck that I have. As I said, I will definitely list it in the description box below, but for anyone curious, it is the Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection. And this one right here is Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. So, how you can welcome and accept the blessings that the universe wants to bestow upon you. We have impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. So what this card is telling me right now is that there's something you're focused on that the universe is telling you is not for your highest good. So the universe wants you to realize that some of you feel so discouraged. You feel like you're constantly being told no. You feel like, you're hitting rock bottom. Your head is just like pounding against the wall. And you're like, I don't know where to go. Like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know how to make this dream happen. And the universe is telling you, you're not being denied. You're not being told no. You're being told, look elsewhere. This isn't it. So the universe literally wants you to stop like kind of hitting your head against this wall and to take a moment to turn around and look around you and to realize that there's something else. You can't clear this level yet because there's something else that you haven't done. There's some type of resource you haven't tapped into or used. There's something that you were supposed to do for yourself right now because you have the power to do it. And maybe you've been leaning on other people, waiting for them to do it for you or waiting for some opportunity to come out the sky. But the universe is saying that there's something that you can be doing right now. There's something else that needs your attention. Maybe you're meant to move somewhere else than you originally thought. Maybe you're meant to go study something other than you first chose to study. Maybe, someone else is supposed to come into the picture and you're supposed to marry them. There's something that's coming on that the universe is saying you're not being blocked. You are being put in the right direction. So I feel like the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll be able to move into this energy of joy and delight. And also with this little squirrel here, I feel like some of you, there are, like I said, you have a lot of spiritual guidance around you. For some of you, something literally might be with squirrels for you. I don't know if you feel like squirrels tend to spend a lot of time around you or something like that. Maybe you have squirrels in your dreams that come to you. You might want to look up the spiritual meaning of squirrels, but something like that is coming through. Also, like I said, with this joy and delight, open your heart to joy. So I'm also getting a sense of when you turn your energy away from whatever it is that you're trying to manifest right now. And also, please keep in mind that, like your channeled message said, some of those dreams and wishes, it's not that they're not given to you, it's that they're not ready. Like the universe literally is trying to grow certain things for you that they're just not ripe yet. And so it's a matter of they want you to focus on other things right now while they finish getting that ready for you. And they want you to open your heart to what you have in this moment. They want you to appreciate where you are right now and what you have right now. Doesn't matter if you've been through hell and high waters. They want you to be able to pause and look at the blessings you actually still have in your life. Look at the things that could have happened, should have happened, but if they did happen, you would have been worse off. So they really want you to just bring a lighter energy into your now. And then we have great adventure. Take a risk and venture forward. So this is really hitting me, like I said, in regards to this impasse card. Sorry guys, I'm over here trying to make a little makeshift stand. This is really hitting me in regards to this impasse card of turn around. Go take a risk and jump somewhere else. Go travel somewhere else. Go do something else. Try or love someone else. It really, I just heard invest. Some of you might need to invest some money or time or something somewhere else. But there is a matter of the universe is saying you need to take some risk. You need to take some chances, but not where you're currently trying to invest it. And that's for some of you. Follow your heart. That doesn't mean everything you're working on right now you need to turn away from, but certain things, and you'll know what it is because it just feels like it's a dead end. It feels like I have been working on this over and over and over, and it's just nothing is coming from this. So that frustration is a sign to you that you don't need to stand in this corner anymore. You need to turn around and realize that there's so much more rest of the room behind you that you didn't take a chance to explore. I don't know why, but I'm very drawn to this flag. I don't know why, but when I looked at it, I heard Italy. And I do not believe this is the flag of Italy at all. but something with the color, something when I looked at it, I heard Italy. So I don't know if that's important for someone. For someone specific, once again, something with a child is hitting me of this joy and delight. So I don't know if you have been blocked, once again, like I was saying, from your efforts of conceiving a child or adopting a child or something of that nature. But the universe is saying that there might be another way. It might be a different option that you haven't considered yet. And so they want you to take a risk. They want you to take a chance in regards to a different type of approach. All right. And then we have love is never in vain. When you finally see what this whole time-space thing is all about, you're going to laugh, you're going to cry, and you're going to be so happy you loved as much as you did. Dotingly, the universe. And you know what? It's interesting this popped up because I definitely was talking about the universe allowing you to see in your future energy why certain things happened and didn't happen. So the universe is letting you know that whatever it is that you loved in this moment or in the past, whatever it is that you were putting so much time and effort and energy into, and perhaps it did not manifest the way you wanted it to, whether this is a person, whether this is a business venture, or whatever the case is, the universe wants you to know it was not in vain. It was purposeful. It taught you something, and you're going to see that later on. Then we have, what will love do? Do you know why it's so easy for us in the unseen to quickly pinpoint your whereabouts? You leave behind footprints of love. All the universe. P.S. The legend of Bigfoot continues. So what's really hitting me about this is that the universe is saying that they have your back. They're saying that with what would love do, they want you to move with love and to know that you are supported and that they have your back. They're with you every step of the way. As long as you're moving with love, as long as you're moving with light, with pure intentions. Don't think of yourself as lost, because you're not, and they're always with you. And they want you to know that even though things may seem like it's in vain, even though things may seem hazy and confusing, like with that Chariot card we saw, you are moving in the right direction. That's really lovely. So I just want to get some guidance for you to close out this reading. Okay, I'm going to sit these right here. This is for someone really specific. I feel like it doesn't belong in the whole pile. All right, so let me just get to this one first. All right, so for someone very specific, we have flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. So for someone who is watching, literally something with flowers. And I think that's really beautiful, considering that this box is decorated with roses, that in this message, it talked about seeds and growing. So when I mentioned garden before, so for someone really specific, something with roses, possibly, whether that is some type of cake decorating that, you know, deals with roses, wedding cakes, things like that, whether it's literally being a florist or dealing with something with growing flowers or cooking perhaps. And I don't know why cooking just came to me. I don't know if someone does something specific with roses, like puts it in some type of I don't know, like gourmet dessert or like tea, rose tea or something, but that's coming through. Something with flowers, I don't know, could even be used in body bath oils or candles or something, but that's for someone specific. Now guidance. Let me just mix it up. So we have trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Absolutely. So the universe wants you to know, for those of you who chose pile 1, that you just need to trust. Trust that they are blessing you, that they are bringing you abundance, that they are helping you, that all these things are happening for a reason. Next, we have surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So a lot of you who chose this pile, you might be empaths or you might be clairsentient. And so what I mean is that you feel possibly the energy and emotions of other people, if not the energy and vibes from different places, different objects, things, animals, things of that nature. So your intuition speaks to you very strongly through your body. Like when you feel uncomfortable, I just heard cold, so somebody might get a cold flash real quick about something. Pay attention to that. The universe is saying that you need to trust the signs. You need to trust the feelings that you get. Literally, trust your feelings and dreams. Trust your body. Literally, it says if you feel physically drained. So a lot of things with your feelings are signs to you to let you know that you are approaching something that either needs to be avoided or explored. Then we have perfect timing. So this has been really big throughout your reading, of just reassuring you that things are happening behind the scenes, and to just know that when it's the right time, things will happen. Then we have surrender to wonder and awe. Also, before I jump on that, I just want to say my eyes went down here. I don't know if you can see it, but it almost looks like, sorry, come on. It almost looks like a DNA strand. And so I don't know if something with ancestry is important to someone in this particular pile. Once again, something possibly with inheritance, but there's something with having to just wait for something to come through. I don't know if there's a legal battle that someone is dealing with right now in regards to someone's family home or something like that. But then with the surrender to wonder and awe, we have open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So once again, going back to that card you had previously of joy and delight, the universe wants you to stay lighthearted, to stay uplifted. I know in the past that energy really showed me something shocked you. For some of you, that energy was really possibly devastating, really just threw your whole world for a loop and you had to start from scratch. But the universe is saying that all of that was to clear out what was not necessary for you so that you can have so much more moving forward. And they really want you to keep that energy, really want you to allow yourself to be a traveler on this journey and to know that assistance and blessing and guidance is on the way. Then we have all is well. You have a lot of reassurance. You have so much reassurance that's been popping up. I feel like some of you have really been through it, and the universe really just does not want you to give up and really wants you to look ahead to the future and also see the blessings that are in your present. So this card says, everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings you will soon understand. Absolutely. I've been saying that this entire reading for you, pile 1. Everything is happening how it's supposed to. And I know for some of you, you're like, that's fucked up. Excuse my language. But it's just the fact that certain things, they have echoing meanings that you're not aware of. They had effects beyond just you that had to happen. Then we have time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. So for some of you, the universe is saying guidance-wise is you might have... I'm sorry, I have the hiccups all of a sudden. And I don't know why, but okay. Where did it go? All right, it came and it disappeared. I don't know if that is relevant for someone, hiccups, but okay. That was so odd. Time to decide. So it's really hitting me with this that some of you might have a lot of different options in front of you and you're not sure what path to take. And so the universe is really talking to you about listening to that inner knowledge, listening to the compass that they gave you. And some of you, I'm hearing something like don't rush. So there might be an option that seems like it's quick and easy, and the universe is saying that it would benefit you better to take kind of the longer route, the more thorough route. Also with these numbers, the number 7 was standing out to me. Also the number 5 and 0. 7, 5, and 0. And 3 for someone specific. Okay, so then we have surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Absolutely. Like I said, some of you in this pile, you have been going through it. You have been stressed. You have been feeling just lower than low. And the universe is saying that, you know, don't allow yourself to be stressed. Don't allow your energy to be blocked. You need to flow. You are manifesting. And so for those of you who you have moved out of that energy and you are presently, like I saw, in an energy of kind of getting back on track, things are flowing through. You're figuring out the direction you kind of want to move in. You're learning new things, perhaps put yourself into some type of training or just new way of thinking and going about life. The universe is saying, just let stress go and to know that you are being guided. You are being guided. And helpful people. This is beautiful. I love this. I absolutely love this. So with helpful people, once again, there is something with the child here. So for some of you, I don't know if you are actually going to go the route of like a surrogate or something of that nature. And that's for someone very specific. But I am seeing here, and we have another sword. So you were being led to a sword, and that's really standing out. But I am seeing here that you have a lot of helpful people around you. You have a lot of people, whether that is in your spirit guides, your spirit family, or your soul tribe, which what I mean by that is like you really attracting people to you who they're meant to be in your life, and they're supportive, they're loving, they're helping you on your journey, whether it's right now or they're supposed to be there moving forward. You have been bringing a lot of positive, beautiful energy into your life that is going to assist you with manifesting these dreams. For some of you, this could be a business partner. This could be someone who really believes in your visions and your dreams and wants to help you manifest them in a professional way. For others of you, this might be some type of professor. For others of you, this could be an older individual in your life or something with family. For some reason, I'm feeling like someone's family, like coming around them. I don't know if you've gone through a difficult time, or it could even be like a celebration time. Maybe you just gave birth or are about to, but there is a sense of you are attracting love, light, and positive people in your life. And I'm hearing something about a clear out. So I feel like that tower moment that struck was really helping you to get, first of all, to identify toxic people and situations and to help you to clear them out of your life. And the color that's standing out to me the most is gold. There's so much gold here. So that might be relevant for someone who is watching, but you have a lot of beautiful gold energy that's coming through. And I saw that earlier. Was it here? Yeah. With this beautiful color. This beautiful color, you know, just lots of gold. You have so much gold. You might want to look up the spiritual meaning of the color gold. But a lot of you are operating from your solar plexus. A lot of you are actively manifesting in your life, actively. So like I said, if you are currently going through a hard time, or you've just gotten out of some type of shift, whether it was shocking and it just brought you this, you know, abundance that you weren't even expecting, and that in and of itself can bring hard times. If you suddenly hit a blessing, like in that past energy I saw, like I said, somebody was on top and ended up on the bottom, and someone who was on the bottom ended up on top. But either way, it was shocking, whatever took place. It was life-changing. It was a turning point. And so for some of you, maybe you hit some type of abundance or some type of prosperity or something good happened in your life, and maybe that's where the problems came from. Maybe you've had people who were supportive all of a sudden switching it up, demanding money, demanding time, or I don't know, maybe something with debt or something like that. But there is some type of difficulty that you left behind. The universe wants to let you know it is behind you now. And where you currently are, you are laying down much stronger bricks than whatever was up before. So just know that you are guided, you are protected. There's no need to stress, and that abundance is coming through to you. They really want you to look back at the past and to see the purpose of everything. And I'm also hearing something, like I said, I heard patterns and I heard things about repeating. So whether that was repeating dreams, repeating behavior, they kept talking to me about that with you. And I feel like that's very important, especially in these cards when it was talking about Which one is it? You're going to laugh, you're going to cry, you're going to be so happy you loved as much as you did when you finally see what this whole time-space thing is all about. So when you look back on the patterns, when you look back on the past and you realize the steps and how they were necessary or where they were leading you at this present moment in the future, you're going to just have this moment of, I almost want to feel like delirious laughter, where it's almost like in disbelief. Like, you guys really took me that whole route just for me to get here. And it's going to be like a moment where everything starts clicking. But it's important that you went through those moments because you were being fortified to be able to handle the blessings that are going to come to you in the future. So for some of you, you had to clear some people out your life who would have destroyed your blessing. For others of you, you had to get away from an occupation. You know, there's so many different little things, but it's a matter of the universe making sure that you're all right, because they have been listening and they want you to know that blessings are on the way. And as I also said, for some of you, they have already started trickling in. And the universe wants you to see those blessings for what they are. Don't look at it like a coincidence. I'm hearing don't disrespect. Oh, that's funny. They do not want you to disrespect all your hard work and all their hard work as if this is just a coincidence. They want you to know, no, that little $35 check that came in the mail, or that person who, you know, they just did whatever, like whatever the case is, little things that came out of nowhere that helped you out. And you were like, oh, do not see that as a coincidence. Understand that that is the beginning of the trickle to the rest of your blessings coming on in. So thank you so much, Pile 1, for watching. That's all that I'm picking up currently for your reading. If you happen to like this reading, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear your thoughts. And I also want to say that in regards to the comments, I do read every comment. It has been getting harder for me to answer back every comment just because it's so much. But if you ask me a question, I will take the time to answer. If you don't necessarily mind if I answer back or not, definitely, you know, feel free to just leave a comment, a statement, and I will still show you love in some type of way. I still will show you some type of love. So please know that I'm not being funny in any type of way. It's just becoming a little more than I can handle at one moment. But I appreciate you all so much. And please keep in mind, this is a general reading. So if you would like something specific for yourself, I do offer personal readings in my Etsy shop. So you can book a personal reading with me by clicking on my Etsy shop link in the description box below. I offer readings on career, on your spiritual advancement, on love, and I even have a particular layout that you can ask me a specific question to look into for you. So thank you so much once again. I'm sending you all lots of love, light, and positive energy as always. Take care. All right, so for those of you who chose box number 2, I will be reading with the Deviant Moon Tarot for you, as well as these 2 other decks that I have. No worries, I know that I've been asked in the past what kind of oracle decks and tarot decks I'm using, so I have them all listed below. You'll be able to find them in the description box. But here we have, I don't know what this stone is, I'm sorry, but we have this box that I'm still working on, this intention box. This is actually a traveling altar for anyone who is interested, and it will be painted and finished and put into my Etsy shop. But we have a channeled message for you. Now, the channeled message that comes with this particular pile, your blessing, is spirit. So what that means pretty much is that the pile that you chose, the blessing that's coming into your life, has more to do with your spirituality, has more to do with you connecting deeper to spirit, possibly aligning yourself with spiritual truths, as well as using spiritual gifts. So it could be the fact that for some of you in this pile, perhaps you wanted to open a spiritual based business, or you already have one, or perhaps you're getting more aligned in your life after different things have happened. So the blessing that is coming to you is that the universe, God, Allah, whoever you happen to pray to, identify with, they are letting you know specifically that they are making moves in your life, that you are being touched directly by them. So we have here the channeled message that came through. You have felt so lost and alone on this journey, and now you come to realize that wasn't true. You have always been protected and divinely directed. You look back, around, and forward, seeing deeper meaning where once you thought none. You are awakening and are being led on a journey to remember the truth. No matter your spiritual path or beliefs, Move always in the direction of love, and you will find your way. All paths lead here. And then a number that jumped out to me was number 5. So I don't know if that is relevant to someone, number 5, but when it came to me, I saw repeating 5. So it was like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, like that. All right, so let us jump into your reading. So first I want to look at your past energy, your present energy, and your future energy of your blessings. All right, so your past energy for those who chose pile 2. We have the 6 of Swords and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Instantly, it hit me that something with like liberating from a mother figure could literally be, and not necessarily just a mother figure, could even be like a spouse, like a wife, or someone with just like very feminine energy. So there is a sense of breaking away from that, like, I don't know, something like a tight hold. Some of you may have had a very strong, overbearing feminine energy in your life, and it could even been like a boss, a past boss or something, and you broke away from that. For someone specific, I'm hearing something about like motherland, so something about like literally moving possibly back to where you were from, something like that, especially because I'm seeing some type of difficulty happening over here. So it could have been that you went through, I just heard breakup, someone specific. Oh wow, sorry. My throat chakra. Ooh, some of you might have a very hard time communicating right now. Wow, it feels like it was burning on one side. Wow. And it's interesting because this land over here is on fire, so I don't know if that's relevant for someone, but some of you may have had a very hard time with communicating something, or it could even be something with some type of documents, because swords deal with communication. They deal with words, thoughts, things like that. But there is a sense of needing to go back to a sense of safety, needing to go back to what feels like home, whether that's a homeland, a home country, or someone who felt supportive and felt like home. There is a sense here of movement. So whether you are actually leaving somewhere to go back home, or, leaving a overbearing feminine energy or figure, there is a sense of movement. I do see that if that is not the case, that those who chose pile 2, you really are trying to move yourself into a better, healthier mindset. Some of you are trying to prepare for some type of motherhood, some type of role like that. And it doesn't have to be just motherhood. I feel like that is relevant for some of you who are watching, but there's also a sense here of someone who oversees, someone who takes care of. So some of you can be training right now to become some type of manager, become some type of boss, some type of leader figure. I like the energy here though, because even though this is in the past, it's showing someone trying to fortify themselves, either physically, like literally getting up and training, moving, traveling or something, and also mentally of trying to put themselves in a healthier space. So for those of you who chose pile 2, you are literally trying to take yourself out of some type of situation that was not for your highest good and trying to take yourself somewhere better. I just heard daycare as I was staring at the little children. Something with daycare might be relevant for someone here. And I keep staring at the coin. I feel like some type of investment. I don't know if some of you received some type of investment that helped you to move, helped you to start some type of business, or Perhaps you lent money to someone, but there's something with an investment here in this past energy. For someone very specific, something with cosmetic surgery is coming through. And specifically, I'm looking at like her rear, so like her behind. I don't know if someone here had some type of cosmetic surgery specifically for like butt implants or something like that. All right, so the present energy. We have the Page of Swords and we have the Ten of Cups. There's two different energies that are coming up. So what I'm seeing right now is that for a specific group I'm talking to, I feel like you might be looking in on a past person, or some of you might be dealing with a married individual, someone who is in a partnership already. I feel like the energy that I'm getting right here is one of kind of like investigating, kind of I don't want to say stalking, but there is a little snoop energy that's going on. So for some of you, you are in this energy presently where you are kind of evaluating what someone else has. That is what's coming through, whether it's in their relationship or whether if you just feel like they have more than you in some type of sense. There is an energy that is coming through with that. For others of you, I'm getting a very different energy, a very shifted energy, where perhaps you might be in a position where you recently have gotten married or things have gotten better in your life, whether you accepted a new position or whatever is going on, and you feel like there's some sense of gossip or someone around you who is very much trying to pry, trying to look into your life. So this is very interesting. Also, for someone specific, I'm hearing something about research. You might want to get into like family counseling or being I think I'm going to pronounce this wrong, and my apologies, a doula, if I pronounce that properly. Also maybe like midwife or something like that. But for someone specific, that's coming through, of you like actually trying to research where it is that you're headed, and what you want to do actually deals with some type of family planning. I'm also getting an energy of manifesting here. So I feel like many of you in this pile are trying to manifest a long-term vision, and you might have actually been having visions of a family, a certain goal, something that you're aiming towards. I feel like you may have been having dreams or some type of synchronicities that are really hitting you and like showing you this coming to fruition, especially because this particular pile, your channeled message was about spirit. So the universe is working very heavily in your life to help show you certain things. I'm hearing predicted. So some of you in the present have actually predicted, I don't know, something like maybe someone's pregnancy or some type of business move or something that was about to happen, but like something you recently have said, you recently have predicted something that you feel is going to happen in the future, and you have been seeing signs or got some type of confirmation that you were actually correct. So that's for someone very specific. Also, I can't stop staring at this individual's outfit, and I feel like fashion might be relevant for someone. I don't know if it's like theater fashion or something, but I don't know why that's really hitting me. Okay, and so future, we have the Three of Cups, we have Temperance, and we have Six of Wands. This is beautiful. So for those of you who chose pile 2, the energy in the past really was of trying to get to a better mindset and a better space. I feel like some of you had to escape from something in a sense, and it could have just been your environment. Maybe your environment wasn't the best for you, or maybe you just need to move forward to something bigger and better. But there's a sense that in the present, you still are kind of searching. You do have a better grasp on what it is that you want. Some of you have actually achieved some type of success and are just kind of there is a little shakiness here of the people around you and kind of how they feel about, your family or your job or whatever it is that you're doing or plan to do. So there is an energy here that you have kind of already started, on your path, but there is more work to be done. And the future energy for you, though, is that you will come into contact with like-minded individuals. You will come into contact with people who support you, who want to have a great time with you. Could be family and friends, could be co-workers, but this is a sense of community right here. This is a sense of celebration amongst people who get you. And then with Temperance, this is about divine timing. This is about taking extremes and turning it into just the right thing at the right time. And so they want you to know, especially coupled with the Six of Wands, you will have victory, you will have success. Whether it was a company you wanted to start, whether it was love you were trying to manifest into your life, whether it was something in regards to family or whatever the case is, the universe wants you to know that whatever you're seeing right here, that you will have success. It's going to happen in the way it's supposed to happen for you, though. And so the universe is trying to get you to surrender to divine timing. And I feel like you will. I don't feel as if for this pile that you're fighting divine timing necessarily. I feel as if right now you're being led to kind of look deeper within as well as around you. Clarify. Yeah, we have this Eight of Cups, which is clarifying this Page of Swords. So you are realizing certain things, like I said, that don't serve you, certain people who don't serve you, certain things and situations and individuals you need to walk away from in order to achieve your happiness or to protect your happiness. And so because you are seeing that right now and you're making moves towards that, the universe wants you to know that you will prosper. Some of you will be getting promotions. Some of you, I'm hearing something about moving like across seas, so you might actually be relocated. But the universe, and I'm hearing something with health here in Temperance. So some of you might actually be dealing with some health struggles right now, and the universe is talking about leading you towards some type of resources that are most likely going to help you to improve. I'm sorry, once again, my throat chakra is acting up. I don't know if some of you are dealing with thyroid issues or something, but something with the throat is just feeling very blocked for me all of a sudden. I don't know if perhaps you've been feeling blocked, feeling like you haven't been speaking up and saying what needs to be said, but I am seeing future energy wise that you will be heard. You will be well received, you will be well supported, and also people will see the merit in what it is that you have been working so hard towards. For some of you, as I also said, it might be the fact that you are trying to start some type of business, could even be like a spiritually based practice, and the universe is talking about taking your time, like understanding that the present might be a little difficult. It might feel like you're not getting enough support from family, friends, or otherwise, but to understand that they are leading you to the right path, that there are certain things in your life that needs to shift in order for you to start this business, start this practice, and truly give all that you need to give to it. So right now you're in the student phase before you can move into being a teacher, and they want you to just kind of trust the process and know that you're being guided. All right, it's beautiful. For someone specific, something with addictions just hit me, and I do get a sense of, where is it? I do get a sense here of being able to kick addiction. So right now in the present, you might be working towards that. So if that's something that you have been trying to work on in the present, trying to kick some type of addiction, trying to deal with it, assess it, understand it, the universe is showing me that in the future you will be successful. You will be successful, and it will help to mend certain bridges that may have been burnt down, help to bring you closer to a sense of family, of friends, of community. All right. So let us move into how you can best accept and welcome these blessings into your life. we'll start with these. So we have fellow travelers. Support is all around you. Absolutely. And that's definitely a message the universe wanted you to know, especially as you move into your future. So as I said, some of you might literally be traveling. You might need to move somewhere further, or you might feel inspired to move somewhere. Now, this can also be a more figurative, where you're making moves in your life to higher levels, but they want you to know that you have a lot of support around you. I see this beautiful rainbow over here, so things that you've been working on, wishing on, dreaming on. And with this peacock here, you might want to look up the spiritual meaning of peacocks. I do know that they tend to symbolize something with beauty as well as recognition. Also, they can deal with vanity as well, so you might want to look it up further. But how to further accept the blessings that spirit is trying to bring into your life, I feel like they want you to realize that you're not alone. Once again, a lot of you have been feeling alone on this path, feeling alone on this journey, and they really want you to know that this journey is not to hurt you. This journey is to bless you and to help you, and that if you walk on it with, wow, I didn't even realize it was two peacocks here. It's a white one down here. Wow. I don't know if that has any type of bearing for anyone, peacocks, especially white ones, but they really want you to know that this is a beautiful journey for yourself, and that you're not alone. You have a lot of support, and you have been equipped with everything that you need. And when you start to see that, that's when the magic of the world opens up for you. Also, we have some oranges here in the tree, so I don't know if it's something with the color orange specifically, or the fruit itself is significant to someone who is watching, but that's really standing out to me. Then we have view from above. Get the big picture. What's really hitting me about this card is that this looks very similar. Hold on, I have to pull this out now. To the Six of Swords that you had. I mean, they're even in hot air balloons, both of them. You see? So for some of you, like I said, literal travel, but also with this card talking about view from above, it's talking about being able to get a different perspective. So the universe is saying the best way for you to really be able to accept these blessings into your life, welcome them in, is to be able to get a better perspective, a higher perspective of why certain things have happened, of what they're trying to teach you, what this moment is teaching you and preparing you for. Some of you really need a mindset shift, and you have went through a similar one, like a smaller one in the past, but there are more that you need to be open to. And so the universe is letting you know. And I'm also seeing these other people in balloons. It's really hitting me of being able to see other people's point of views, being able to have compassion and to understand that everybody's coming from their own vantage point in life. Also, I'm hearing something about right and wrong. So to look less for what is right and wrong, and to look more for understanding and of the truth in a situation. Next, we have vast vistas. So expand your horizons. This person is literally popping out of a box and looking towards the sea. And so once again, there's a boat here. Once again, something with travel might be very heavily relevant for someone. It looks like it's a heart on the box. So some of you might be traveling in regards to love, a long distance relationship, or something with like family. Could even be following your heart in regards to school, or I just heard tutoring. So some of you might want to travel to tutor others or something like that. But there is a sense here of forward movement, of allowing yourself to see so much more. Like the universe is trying to grow you into a complete being. And so they're trying to take you from where you currently are and to expand your mind, expand your world, expand the people around you. And you will allow those blessings to come forward by allowing this expansion to happen. Some of you, you might be very set in your ways type of individuals, and the universe is trying to get you to be a little more go with the flow, a little more open to change and to newness. All right, and then we also have right here, no two flowers are the same, yet all are beautiful in their own way. This is really hitting me before I turn it over in regards to the card that I was just talking about with the air balloons, the hot air balloons. get the big picture and how I said that I see these other people here in this picture, and it's really talking to me about having compassion for other people and also realizing that everyone is coming from their own experiences and perspective. So this is talking about, you know, understanding that everyone is unique, everyone is different, and there's nothing wrong with that. So we have comparisons are odious because they presume all other things are equal, which is never the case between me and you, the universe. So for some of you who are dealing with low self-esteem, who are dealing with comparing things and therefore not appreciating what they actually are, the universe is saying that it's very important to really get that higher perspective and to really appreciate each situation as it is. Now, that doesn't mean you have to put up with anything that isn't healthy for you or deal with anyone who is toxic or negative just because they're different. Doesn't mean that at all. It's just a matter of understanding that sometimes the disagreements and things that we have, sometimes the frustration that we come across, is all because we're different, all because we have a certain assumption of how things should be, how people should be, how destiny should be. And when it doesn't turn out that way, we tend to resist it. And the universe is saying that it doesn't mean that it's wrong, it's just different. So there is a need to have compassion and also to broaden your perspective and understanding of different situations and of people. Now here we have, they chose you. And this says, you might not readily believe this. It might even spook you a bit. But there are those who chose this very lifetime, in large part knowing you'd be there. Now that's what we call a reputation. Hugs the universe. So this is talking about the different people in your life, the different experiences. Like I said, they all have been put on your journey to teach you, to grow you, you know, for different reasons. And nothing is just because, nothing is happenstance. So they really want you to know that certain people in your life and situations in your life have been placed there for a reason. They chose to come into your life. They chose to be a part of your life. They chose to help you in some type of way. And there might be some people who are in your life right now. I'm hearing something about low self-esteem. So some of you have wonderful people in your life, may have a wonderful partner, a wonderful family or friends or job. And for whatever reason, it's really hard for you to believe that these people want to be there. Really hard for you to believe that people truly respect you and want to support you, and there's like this suspicious type of energy, and the universe is saying that you are amazing. These people chose to be here. These people are choosing to be a part of your life and to love you and to support you, and for you to just allow that. For some of you, I'm hearing that it might be hard for you to accept that because of the fact that you have a certain mindset of how you believe that love or expressions of love or things like that are supposed to be. So there is a sense of needing to allow these things in, needing to accept support from people and, you know, just love from the universe. Like I said, it doesn't mean you have to accept anything that is toxic or negative. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But it is a matter of people who are in your life and trying to be a part of it, to allow them to be a part of it. And last we have, give yourself much more credit. I love this. It says, a stranger than strange preponderance to ponder. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships. I love that. Let me read that again. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships. And those in challenging relationships aren't always those who are bad at relationships. That's powerful. Oh, see, wow. Even though I use preponderance ineptly, this one is really good. Please ponder the universe. I love that. I love that. What this is talking about is that it's really a matter of giving yourself credit for all the hard work. And that even if perhaps you feel like I'm not really the best at love, I'm not really the best with working with others or with communication or with support, or, you know, you feel like you're not doing the best, or even if you feel like, you know what, I really am good at these things and it's just not working out, I don't understand why, the universe is saying it's important for you to give yourself credit, because at the end of the day, sometimes things just happen. Like with relationships, that card talking about sometimes those who have really great relationships aren't always good in relationships. It's because they put work in. It's not that they just inherently know how to be great at relationships. It's the fact that they're doing what's best for them and their partners or the people who are in their lives. It's the fact that they're putting in effort, they're trying. And when it says, and those in challenging relationships aren't always those who are bad at relationships. Sometimes you might be really good at communicating with people. You might be a wonderful person, a upstanding person, a truthful, honest person. And for whatever reason, it just feels like it's not working. Whether it's a platonic relationship, romantic, whatever, it just feels like, why is this not working? So the universe is saying, give yourself much more credit that sometimes things happen for a reason that maybe you don't understand, but it doesn't mean that you're terrible or that, you're unlovable or anything like that. All right, so I want to get some guidance for you. I just want to mix this up a little bit. Perfect. Okay. So we have not the right time. So guidance to you is that the universe wants you to know it's not the right time. I did mention that you had the Temperance card that popped up earlier, and that's all about divine timing. So there's something that's going on right now in your life that you are trying to, I feel like, seek clarity on, just answers in general, especially with this channeled message talking about feeling lost, feeling alone. And the universe wants you to know that it is not the right time at the moment for certain things to happen in your life, but that it will be coming soon and you will realize why that was the perfect timing in the future. Then we have clairsentience. Those of you who chose this pile, you might possibly be interested in pile 1. I just want to put that out there because there are some similarities that I'm seeing. But it says, notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So for those of you who chose pile 2, you may operate very heavily with the spiritual gift of clairsentience, which is like spiritual feeling. So whether it is you walking into a space and feeling an energy there, being around different people, touching an item, just the fact that your intuition speaks to you through your emotions and through your body. So pay attention to what it is that you feel. Then we have animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are a part of your life's work. So for some of you, something with animals could be very relevant. Also something with a tiger. I know that this isn't a tiger. I think this is a leopard, but something with tiger just jumped through to me. And what is this back here? There's a little sign back here that says Corey Wolf. I've never seen that before. Is it wolf? Or went? W-E-N-T-E, perhaps? Wow, that's fascinating. I don't know if that's relevant for someone. I'm staring at this purple rose. And I believe I read somewhere that a purple rose spiritually signifies something about like love entering into your life. So that might be something that someone wants to look further into if you feel drawn to that specific mention. Also, I'm very drawn to the waterfall back here, and I don't know why. I don't know if someone has a trip to a waterfall, Niagara Falls or something. I'm not exactly sure, but that's really standing out to me. With this being a feline, for someone specific, I feel like something with like Tiger, like I said, tiger kept coming to me. I know this is not a tiger, but you might have a feline animal spirit that watches over you. Next, we have surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. So for some of you who chose pile 2, it's going to be relevant that if you deal a lot with people pleasing, of needing to let that go. Now, for some reason here, I'm very focused on the roses and the flower crown. I don't know if flower crowns are relevant for anyone who is watching. I don't know if perhaps you happen to have a business or something. I'm also staring at the hair. It looks like this individual has like this white hair with like streaks of pink in it. So I don't know if that's relevant for someone, something with like maybe hairdressing or like accessory making, but that's really just hitting me. And I don't know if you're dealing a lot with pressure or customers, like something like that. But either way, there is a sense here of it is not benefiting you to worry about how to please other people, how to make other people happy. Instead, it's actually hurting you. Then we have compromise. So the universe, some of you in this pile might be having some type of rifts with people. I don't know if some of you had to leave home because of that or whatever the case is, but I just keep seeing that energy that's popping up, and the universe is talking about, you know, seeing things from a different perspective, being able to have compassion for other people, whether you agree with them or not. And with this compromise, there might need to be some compromises that you come to with other individuals in order to move further down your spiritual path. Also, this sign is hitting me in regards to Libra, so that might be relevant for someone, but there is a sense of the universe trying to level out what you feel as though is the good and the bad that's happening in your life. Then we have counselor. You are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So for some of you, this might be very literal in regards to you seeking some type of occupation in counseling or psychology or something like that. For others of you, it might be the fact that you are interested in seeing a counselor if you aren't already. And for those of you who you feel like that doesn't apply to you at all, it can be a fact that the universe just tends to speak through you. The universe helps you to give guidance to other people. Also, I'm very drawn to the moon back here in the background. I don't know why, but it's almost looks like eclipse, like an eclipse is happening, and it's just like a peak of it showing off to the side. So I don't know if that's relevant for anyone. I don't know if anyone has recently been trying to draw down the moon, if you're familiar with that. Okay, then we have nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. So some of you might be into cooking. It could be even family events that are coming up, and the universe is just talking about something with like, I'm feeling like love through food. So I don't know if some of you tend to be emotional eaters, if that's something you perhaps need to work on, if some of you need to actually take time to feed yourself a bit more to get healthier with your diet. Also, like I said, of coming together. A lot of the times people tend to connect over food, connect while eating out or cooking or something like that. So there is a sense of, with this nutrition, it's also hitting me of like, what are you nurturing yourself with? It's important for some of you to really pay attention to that. And then we have surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. This is interesting. For some who are watching, I don't know if you tend to deal with some type of mental illness, and therefore something with like the counselor, something with like the levels. I don't know if you've been trying to find the proper like medication levels or something like that, but that really hit me of just feeling in a sense like there's a storm in your mind, feeling like there might be a dark cloud that's hanging over you, whether it's anxiety or depression or something other. But that really hit me in the universe talking about trying to help you through nutrition, trying to help you through supportive people, you know, and also the feelings in your body, paying attention to signals that your body is giving you that something is possibly flaring up or whatever the case is. So that came through for someone. But for others, it's a sense of just getting rid of negative thinking, of knowing that everything is going to be okay. That if you can sit there and think of all the bad things that could happen, you can just as easily sit there and, you know, hope for the best. If there's a 50% chance that things could fall apart or succeed, why not believe in the best outcome? So the universe is really talking about needing to get control over your thoughts, needing to reaffirm positive thinking with positive affirmations. You know, when negative thoughts pop in, to replace them with something better, to get into the habit of doing that. Some of you might need to leave notes to yourself, you know, positive notes, whether that's on the mirror, whether that's in your wallet, whatever the case is. And just saying that with the wallet, it really hit me that for some of you possibly dealing with financial hardships, of keeping that mental mindset and thinking in terms of abundance and wealth. That's why I really think that majority of you who chose pile 2, you really might want to check out pile 1. And I'm not saying that just to say, like, there's so many similarities that are hitting me that I feel like it might be relevant for you. So you might actually, if you have been dealing with financial hardships or hardships with love or whatever the case is, write yourself a note. And it doesn't have to be long. It can be just a couple sentences, but write yourself a note as if you're future you talking to present you, and just saying, like, it gets better. You're not going to be able to handle the amount of money or love that's coming your way. Like something like that. Speak as if it already is here and leave that to yourself. So when you start going through difficult times, you pull that out, or you look in your wallet or whatever the case is, and you happen to see that. And it's just a reminder of things will get better. You just have to believe. I'm hearing something with dance with this not the right time, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if someone here is a dancer, if perhaps someone got hurt and had to sit out from something dance-wise, but I don't know why that just hit me. And something with this woman, like her leg and like here, I don't know, I keep staring at it and I'm thinking like for some reason like joints. As I'm looking here at this little girl and this, I think it's possibly a leopard, even though I keep saying tiger. That's what's hitting me. I'm sorry, guys. Something is coming to me about some type of childhood pet. Like, I don't know, they keep saying like childhood, so I don't know if it's the energy of a childhood pet, whether they're still in your life or not, or like if it was a stuffed animal that you had or something, but something like that is hitting me. Also, if it's not you personally, I don't know if you happen to have a child around you who happens to, I don't know, have a stuffed animal of this nature, or talks about seeing an imaginary cat that's their friend or something like that, but something is coming through. It's a very guardian type of energy though. It's not anything malicious that I'm picking up on. I'm hearing something about an invite with this nutrition card. So I don't know if some of you will be like invited out to some type of family celebration. Or to like a friend's family's house or a partner's family's house. It's something like that. But there's a sense of like newness, so that's why I feel like it might possibly be someone else's family or like event that you're being invited to. And the reason why I say that is because it almost feels as if you're being exposed to a different culture. Like that's the energy that I'm picking up on. So the food might be completely different from what you're used to, or like the celebration behind it or something, but that's what's hitting me for someone specific. That's all that I'm seeing, pile 2. Thank you so much once again for watching this reading. If you happen to like, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I do take the time to read every comment, and I have been trying very hard to answer back to all the comments, but it has been a little bit difficult because there have been so many. But please know, if you ask me a question, I will try my hardest to get back to you and answer it. If you just want to leave me like a statement, or, tell me about your experience or whatever, please know that I will read it and I will show you some type of love. So thank you so much once again. If you would like a personal reading, I do provide those in my Etsy shop. So you can find the link for that in the description box below. And in my Etsy shop, I have readings for career, for spiritual advancement, for love. And I even have a section where you can ask your own question if there's something specific that you want me to look into. But thank you so much. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and positive energy always. Take care. All right, so for those of you who chose box number 3, we have this box right here. And this is one of the boxes that I will be selling in my Etsy shop, one of the intention boxes if you're interested in having it or one like it. So the channeled message that I got for you. Also, before I jump into it, please know that I have been asked about the different tarot decks and oracle decks that I use, so I will be listing those decks in the description box below, so no worries. Now back to the channeled message. We have love. So the blessing that will be coming into your life is love. And it says, know that you are entering a time of peace, a time of healing, a time of greater understanding. All that you have experienced till now has been to grow you into a being bursting with love, light, and compassion. Open your arms to this blessing of loving energy, of deeper connection, not just with others, but also with yourself. And then numbers that happened to jump out to me when I was channeling was 1327. All right. That's beautiful. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, the blessing that you are manifesting into your life is love, not just love with other people. So yes, romantic love, platonic love, love when it comes to colleagues and different things of that nature, but also of love of yourself, self-love. And that is absolutely beautiful. I'm also hearing universal love. So becoming deeper entwined with just having compassion and love and light for the world. So I don't necessarily want to use this tarot deck for this reading. Let me grab another. All right, the universe wants me to use the Santa Muerte deck. My apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly. Okay. So I want to know about your past, I want to know about your present, and I want to know about your future in regards to this blessing. So for your past. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups and we have the Eight of Cups. So here I'm seeing there could have been some rejection that took place. The reason why I say that is, and I'm sorry, I'm hearing sirens off in the distance. I don't know if that's relevant for anyone. We're going to send some love and light to wherever they're headed to or coming from. But with this Queen of Cups and this Eight of Cups, for some of you, it's a matter of you offered your heart to someone. You offer your heart to either a situation or to a specific person, and you felt as if you were turned away. You felt as if you weren't appreciated, or you might have been rejected. And so there's an energy that is coming through with this. Also, there's a sense of someone feeling unloved, someone feeling as if their love is not enough that is coming through. Also, I'm getting an energy here for someone else that there is a sense of regret. So for someone specific, I don't know if you actually have lost a loved one, such as like a partner or something like that. And like that is what I'm picking up with the loss wise, but there's a sense here of emotional loss, of either having to walk away from a relationship, or someone walked away from you, or like I said, someone passing forward. But I do see that there was at one point a sharing, there was an openness. I'm even hearing something with like psychic sensitive energy of perhaps this is someone who you felt was like a soulmate, or someone that, I don't know, something like just feeling so connected to. And that dream kind of came to an end. For someone specific, I'm getting a sense of you having to walk away from someone you really didn't want to walk away from. So you had to leave someone behind that you really did want to be with, but for whatever reason, whether it was family pressure or a job or school or something, you had to leave them. Yeah, so the past, it's interesting. It's very interesting that the channeled message to you was in regards to love coming into your life, and that your past energy is that love actually left. Either you left, or someone you loved, or a situation. It could have been a job you really loved, some type of situation you loved, you had to walk away from. Now, your present energy. We have the Tower and we have the King of Pentacles. This is nice. So the Tower is showing me something shocking. You know, the Tower is showing me that some type of false foundation that you had before, something that possibly, I'm hearing comfortable. So something that was comfortable, but it wasn't good for you, has actually been falling apart. You might be experiencing this right now in regards to money. So some of you might be with someone or in a situation you don't love, but just there because of money. And that's for some who are watching. For others of you, I can see the fact that you are actually trying to leave a situation. You are grabbing everything that you have acquired, your assets, whatever the case is, whatever you got, and you're like, I have to get up out of here. So there is a sense of a shakeup that is happening in your present moment. But I feel like it's really making those who chose pile 3 aware of just how worthy you are and just how much you have. Like, there's a sense with this King of Pentacles here of someone who is seeing the worth of the situation or the worth of themselves, and it only was able to be clear to them after, you know, this illusion was cleared away, after, you know, everything kind of, I don't want to say fell apart. For some of you, something did fall apart. For others of you, and it could have been like a divorce, it could have been the company closing, or something of that nature. But there's a sense here of after a major shift took place, that you were able to see the truth of a situation and to see what was really valuable there. So I wanted to know more, and we have the Page of Wands, we have the World, and we have the Emperor. So some of you are leaving either, like I said, some type of establishment, like a work situation, or an overbearing like boss. Some of you are leaving a partner who, they are just over possessive. There's something that's happening there like that. And it might be the fact that you have found somebody slightly younger, or slightly their energy might feel younger if they're not physically younger, but more lighthearted and carefree and adventurous, and you want to take a leap of faith. You want to try something different, something new. Now, I'm not gonna lie, some of the energy I'm picking up here, there might be a little bit of an affair going on with some individuals. Could be workplace or otherwise, but for someone specific, that is coming through. For other individuals, it is a sense of feeling like time is running out, feeling like you've given so much time to a certain situation or place that you're thinking now of needing to break out, needing to try something different. Whether that's a different occupation, whether that's a different field of study, or just traveling the world, there is a sense of doing that. For someone specific, I am seeing something with marriage, so I don't know if, like I said, if there's something with a divorce that's happening, or something with traveling to your person in order to marry. I am sensing a little tension here in the present with some type of masculine energy. Masculine energy doesn't necessarily mean like a man. It could be a woman that just has very strong masculine energy, very strong yang energy, but that's coming through. I'm feeling some type of, like I said, tension. Also, what I'm seeing, something with the ankle is standing out to me. Like, this person's ankle is glowing a red color, and I don't know if someone has been injured, if maybe that was the shock that recently happened and helped to refocus someone's mind to like what is really mattering right now in their life, and possibly their finances or something like that. But I do see an injury here for someone in the present. Also, I'm seeing something with like this world. This tends to also mean something with completion. So it could be graduations that are happening. This person looks like they're holding some type of certificate or diploma. So perhaps somebody here is completing some type of training, schooling, something that's going to help them move to the next level. But with this energy right here, this is interesting because, as I said, I do see a greater perspective. I do see people understanding more of their worth and what they have and trying to cherish that and to use it for themselves. But this Emperor energy kind of shows me some resistance. And it's a lot of butterflies. I'm staring at all the little blue butterflies that are around this individual. And how fascinating that this person looks like they're sneaking off with a chest. And this individual looks like they're blocking a chest back here. They have a gun and, you know, there's this sign of the cross, which possibly something with force or religion. Someone is feeling hemmed back, possibly from pursuing something they want to pursue, possibly because of some type of society pressure or family pressure or even like religious pressure. So whether that is a relationship that you feel like you can't pursue because of that, or if it's a type of occupation or somewhere you want to go, like moving wise, there is a sense here in the present of someone wanting to just break free, like wanting to bring about this tower moment and just say F it. Like there is a sense of needing to be free here. Yeah. So future energy. I see the Eight of Wands and I see the Hanged Man. Clarify. Two of Pentacles. Clarify. Wow, King of Wands. So what I'm picking up here is future energy of you getting very tired, first of all, of some type of back and forth, something being on pause. It could be your own type of relationship. It can be a work situation or something, but there's some type of pause in your life that you are over. And I feel like you're going to move into this Eight of Wands, King of Wands energy where it's like, you know what? If you're not going to help me or you're not going to come with me, then I'm going to do it on my own. Like if we can't see eye to eye, I'm tired of this. And I feel like the energy here for this pile, even if you're not dealing with someone right now, even let's say you're single and you're not having an outside issue with someone else, there is a sense of being tired of waiting, being tired of feeling like the Hangman upside down and just kind of at the mercy of what's going on with the universe, to where you want to break free. You want to take risk. Some of you might be reaching out to someone, or you might get an unexpected letter or invitation. With this King of Wands, this can be very much so an energy that's actually entering into your life. So the King of Wands is a very charismatic person, very adventurous person. This individual loves to kind of buck the system a little bit, and very fire energy. So for some of you, this will be a fire sign. This person may be more mature or older than you. And so this person is also into like broadening the mind, broadening the perspective. It's a lot of roses down here. So I see a lot of like, doesn't necessarily have to be romantic depending on the type of love that is coming into your life, but there is a deep love that I'm feeling, a very excited love. So very fast energy, moving from an energy of feeling stuck. And I feel like this is going to be a trigger of getting tired of feeling stuck. Some of you are going to get tired of feeling played with. Like the Two of Pentacles in the traditional deck is very much a back and forth type of card. And so just being so tired of this energy that you're like, you know what? I'm making moves. I have to do something. So some of you are going to move to a place that you love. Some of you are going to take some type of job offer and do something that you love, or start your own business. Some of you are actually, like I said, going to be meeting this King of Wands who is going to be a love interest. So it's a lot of, I am so done with feeling like a victim type of energy. That's what's coming through to me. I am so done of feeling trapped, of feeling stuck. Like I'm going to make these moves, whether it's towards someone I love or away from someone I don't want to be with. There's a lot of energy in the future of action. All right. So now I want to know, how can you accept and welcome this blessing into your life? I feel like The universe wants those. All right. I'll start with these. So we have embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. And once again, we have all these little butterflies here. So the universe is saying that how you can further accept this blessing of love into your life is by embracing enthusiasm, by embracing your happiness, following your heart, doing what makes you happy. Like, love begets love. So the more that you enjoy your life, the more you enjoy yourself, your sense of freedom by following your heart, the more that the universe will bring that to you. Also, I feel like with these butterflies, there's going to be a transformation. There's going to be change that's coming to you, and the universe is telling you to embrace that change with enthusiasm. Then we have begin now, take your first step. So the universe wants you to know that for those of you right now, whatever opportunity that's going to lead to the future of feeling more free and welcoming this person or this situation into your life, that it's upon you right now in the present. There's something that is happening right now in the present that is going to trigger this change. And they want you to know that it's up to you to take the first step. Some of you need to leave somebody that is not right for you. Some of you need to leave a situation, a job or something that is just holding you back and blocking your path. Some of you need to take back control of your life from a family member or some type of figure in your life who is making you feel less than. And so that energy is coming through. And also some of you need to welcome certain things into your life, welcome more opportunities for love, welcome more adventure, etc. So you need to start now. You need to take the first step. And I'm hearing something about so I feel like those of you who are watching, a large majority of you already know what that first step is. You possibly have just been avoiding it. Also, I want to say, please keep in mind this is a general reading, so I am not encouraging you to make any type of life change that is drastic and, doesn't feel right to you. I want you to listen to your intuition. Like I said, the universe says so don't do anything that doesn't feel right. You already know what it is that your soul is calling you to do. Next, we have grounding. Go deep, explore your roots. For some of you, this is going to be literal in regards to looking up more about your partner, about your occupation, or perhaps the company you're thinking about joining, or field of study, or even your family roots, literally. So it can be that. For others of you, grounding is a sense of needing to stop, needing to center yourself, and needing to feel more grounded. Some of you might feel like you're all over the place. I'm hearing something about relationships. So some of you might be in and out of quite a few different relationships, like you're never single type of energy. You're always entertaining someone, whether you're officially dating them or not. And there is a sense of the universe saying that you got to slow yourself down and get your bearings and really see what's right for you. Some of you, this is a matter of putting down roots, of figuring out where do you want to put down roots, where do you want to stay, where do you want to invest. So that's what's coming through. All right, next we have create space for new love. So for some of you, you have to create the space. Like I said, there might be someone or something that you need to get out of your life in order to welcome that new energy or person in. And right now, you just literally don't have the space in your life for this new love. And so it says, when a thing hurts your eyes, stop looking at it. When it hurts your ears, stop listening to it. And when it hurts your heart, stop justifying it. I love you so much, the universe. So as I said, some of you have an overbearing partner in your life or a negative toxic situation in your life, and the universe is saying stop trying to give it a reason to be there because it's comfortable. You may need to get up and leave, or to separate yourself from this, or whatever the energy is. And the universe is saying you deserve so much more. You need to create this space in your life for healthy love. Next, we have everyone is doing their best. There are really only two types of people: those you now love and those you will love, until there's only one type of person, and then we'll probably hit replay. the game of life, the universe. So this is talking to me about that King of Wands energy. And King of Wands doesn't have to be just a male. I just want to put that out there. I don't tend to read the cards necessarily in just a gender type of way. It's an energy. So the King of Wands can be a woman, a man, you know, it can be any type of individual. It's just a matter of that is the energy that comes through. Someone who has self-mastery over themselves, but is charismatic, is creative, is a wonderful speaker to the people. Like, people really want to get behind this person and are just enamored by them, and this person, you know, likes to try new things and things like that. That's the energy of the King of Wands. And so they're letting you know that in regards to, there's two types of people, like, you know, those you love and those you will love. Don't feel stuck in a situation because it's what you know. Understand that you will have room in your life to love someone else, to feel strongly for someone else. You know, don't feel stuck. Then we have, things are about to get really juicy. I don't even know why I read it like that, but it just felt so dramatic. So it says, a little heads up on an addiction that afflicts all really old souls. Giving love eventually becomes an even greater need than receiving love. See, you're not strange. Love, the universe. So what this is talking to me about is that as your soul, as you are clearing out the path of things that don't serve you and you're becoming healthier, you start to realize that you don't need love. You don't need to be in needy situations of wanting love and wanting someone to accept you. You start realizing that you are love, that you have enough love and you have so much to give. And so it's really talking about your soul understanding that its purpose is not to sit here seeking love, but to just be love that is flowing. And so I think that's really beautiful. But because of this, I feel like certain things are going to be sparked in your life because you are now becoming a magnet for love versus someone who is trying to pull it in. Now that you are giving off waves of love, I feel like you're going to be attracting a lot of different situations in your life that vibrate with that level. So in the words of this card, things are about to get juicy. For some of you, that might be literal in regards to sex. For others of you, it can be just in regards to things getting exciting. All right, so, sorry. Let's look into guidance. Just shuffle this up. All right. So we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So for some of you, guidance to you in regards to this particular pile, some of you might have a relationship in your life that needs some work, that, you know, it's worth saving, but it's a matter of needing to communicate and needing to compromise and better understand each other. I feel like there might be some power struggles that are going on, and so please listen to your intuition. You will know if a relationship, whether that is platonic or romantic, is worth saving. You will feel it. Now, others of you, I feel like there's someone around you who is actually very interested in you, and you haven't noticed them. You haven't been giving them the time of day. And so the universe is saying to give this person a chance. Once again, I urge you to listen to your intuition, and keep in mind this is a general reading, so I can't pinpoint on your energy unless I'm doing a personal one for you, but listen to yourself. Then we have meditation brings answers. So for some of you, I'm hearing something about like you have. So I feel like some of you have received some type of answer in regards to a recent meditation session you've done for yourself. And the universe just wants to confirm what it is that you picked up on. For some of you, you may need to meditate. You may need to sit in a sense of quiet and just evaluate your thoughts, evaluate how you're feeling, and better understand yourself in a situation. What really always stands out to me about this card is how it always looks like it's a keyhole. So you're being led to a new doorway. You're being led to an answer that you've been seeking, and also possibly a new way of living. Next, we have leadership. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. For someone specific, something with music is standing out with this trumpet. For others of you, it is a matter of hearing the call and being pulled towards standing up on your own. So that could be in regards to finally standing up for yourself in relationships, whether that's against a family member or some type of colleague, or in a romantic relationship, or even like with this card, what talks to me about is like personal power, especially with all the orange, the yellow, like what's coming through, really talking to me about the sacral and solar plexus chakra. So the chakra that is in the pelvic area and right above the navel. And so it's really talking about you feeling this creative spark, you feeling driven to do something, to create something, to say something. That is what's coming through. Also, this card could literally be talking about leadership, of stepping up into a leadership position, perhaps a promotion or starting your own business or something like that. There is a sense of following your heart and allowing love to pull you towards your highest good and being your best self possible. Some of you, I'm hearing small, like some of you have been playing small for far too long. I'm also staring at this person, this angel's head, and how illuminated it is. This person is enlightened. This person is alight with thought and, you know, creativity and understanding. So allow yourself to be pulled into that energy. Next, we have surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So some of you on this pile really have to allow for other people to love you, as well as for you to give love. And I saw that with that card in regards to things getting juicy. So this could, for some of you, really talk about physical intimacy, perhaps taking a relationship to the next level. As I said, please listen to your intuition. For others of you, it is a matter of perhaps you feel in some sense that you're not the best at either receiving love or giving it to other people. And the universe is saying that you are a being of love. Like, you naturally give love, and that's not something you need to worry about, that you are in a state already of vibrating off of love and you're attracting more to you. Then we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So some of you are literally bringing soulmates into your life. Now, soulmates, we have many of them in our lives. Soulmates are not just romantic. Some of them are, but it's a matter of like your soul tribe, people that you have spent lives with in the past and have built contracts with before you incarnated into this life, to help you to learn, to grow, to experience love in this plane of existence. So you are manifesting to yourself different soulmates and opportunities to you. Oh, okay. Sorry, these two wanted to come out together. We have claircognizance. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers, which I love this popping up, especially because I said this angel's head looks illuminated. So like I said, pay attention to the thoughts, pay attention to what is popping up in your head, because you are being sparked with creativity, with answers that are coming to you, and the universe is saying that they are directly giving this to you. Then we have remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. I just heard need, so I feel like someone here really needed to hear that. I don't know if you've been going through a very tough time, if you've been dealing with someone who's been breaking down your self-esteem, or a situation that's making you feel less than, but the universe wants you to know that is not true. That you are a loving, creative, powerful child of the universe. Whether you believe in God, Allah, Buddha, whoever, you are loved. Then we have surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. So I feel like this message is very point blank and simple. Of if you have some type of fear of change, the universe is saying that in order for you to allow the blessing of more love into your life, more guidance for you, is to go with the flow and not fight change. Change is necessary, and change is for a reason, and it's only going to lead you to better. Next, we have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So for some of you, maybe perhaps you are engaged, maybe you're taking a relationship to a new level, maybe you are actually going to be moving on to your honeymoon. If it's not a matter of that, this also comes to me in regards to holiday time, of just spending time with people, of spending time doing things that you love to do. So those of you who chose pile 3, it really is a need for you to really connect with your heart space again and to listen to it. But I feel like you have been doing that, which is why in the present energy, I saw that huge change that's about to happen, because a lot of you here are realizing your worth and realizing how much you have to offer and are not ready to put up with any more bullshit. Like, you're so done with it. And moving into the future, you're only going to get more done with it and actually take steps. So then we have no. This is a hard no. So the universe is saying no to you for something. You might need to say no to someone, or if there was some type of decision you were thinking about making that in your soul doesn't feel right, the universe is telling you don't do it. Don't try to justify it. Don't do it. Then we have overcoming difficulties. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. That is beautiful. So the universe, like I said, wants you to know that you are in a space right now in the present. You are in a space of breakthrough. You are going through a breakthrough right now that in your future is going to lead you towards greater freedom, greater love, greater just abundance in your life. And the universe wants you to know that there are certain things around you that are slightly unhealthy, that it's up to you to either block and kick out of your life or to improve within yourself. And last, we have surrendered to trust. Trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's opinions about what to do. Other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Damn, sorry, I'm so dramatic right now, but I am loving how the universe is stacking all of this up, and you've seen me shuffle. So I just love this message that's coming through, because we saw this in your future energy of you just taking no shit, you just being tired of whatever is going on and just feeling like I have to make a move, I have to make a change, whether that's in your job, your education, whatever. You are not putting up with any of that riffraff anymore. And so the universe is really talking about you carrying that energy and knowing, trusting that you're making the right decision, not letting somebody sit there and make you second guess and think, well, maybe, no, you know what's right. You know what's right. And you have made this choice for a reason. And the universe wants you to trust that and believe that and follow through. That is beautiful. Wow. Whew. That is beautiful. All right, that is all that I happen to see. Those who chose pile 3, thank you so much once again for tuning into this reading. I always appreciate you taking the time. Please know that I am sending you lots of love, light, and positive energy always. And if you happen to like this reading, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's been a little more difficult for me to comment back to everyone because it's been so many comments. But if you happen to leave me a question, please know that I will try my hardest to get back to you. And also know that I read all the comments. I will try to show you love in some type of way. So just know that I definitely see it and I'm not disregarding anyone. And if you would happen to like a personal reading, you can purchase one with me in my Etsy shop, and I have that in the description box below. And in my Etsy shop, I have readings for career, for spiritual advancement, for love, and I even have a section where you can ask a specific question. So if there's something you really want me to pinpoint into, I can go ahead and do that for you. So thank you so much once again for taking the time. I am wishing you all the best, and it really sounds like pile 3 is about to have a very juicy exciting future that's about to happen. So I am sending you lots of love and light as you move towards that. Take care.